This game has a pretty unique feature, but I'm sure some of you have seen it before in one other project or rather series. Still, it's not something you see often, and that's what makes Titan of the Past stand out a bit, allowing you to strategize and plan every move. It's all about the freeze time when you don't move mechanic. Time only flows when you move, or do something like casting a spell, jumping or attacking. And yeah, if that sounds familiar, it's because the Superhot series is based on the same idea. But while Superhot keeps things simple, Titan of the Past takes a totally different approach. At its core, it's an advanced RPG based on D&D system and similar classics. I played the demo, and now I will explain what the game is about, and whether it's worth your time and maybe your money. So first thing first, the game uses those well-known or infamous polygon-style assets. I get it, not everyone's a fan, but in small dev teams, it's hard to afford a full-time 3D artist to create everything from scratch. Honestly, I believe it's not the assets that matter, but how you use them. Second, if you're against AI-generated stuff, you might not love this part. I'm not 100% sure, but the character portraits looks like they were made using AI, which kind of makes sense for a small budget team trying to save resources. Anyway, Titan of the Past is an RPG where you choose your path from a small tree-like map. Once you pick up direction, the adventure begins. You move through small, prepared by the devs maps and fight enemies of all shapes and sizes. Wizards, archers, assassins, warriors and more. There are even spellcasting rats. I really hope the final version has more maps or more variants, because in the demo, things got a little repetitive after a while. Each character, depending on their class, had different spells and skills. It's your job to build a balanced party, and of course, as always, Fireball is a classic for a reason. In some games, procedurally maps aren't necessary, but here I think that they'd really help. Right now, I have only 3 types of maps in the demo. The first one is the classic go from point A to B and fight along the way. You will find loot, traps and small decisions to make. I actually like the traps, they added something fresh to the experience. The second type is the arena map, enemies spawn from everywhere and you just try to survive the wave. The third type is what I'd call event maps. Very small areas where you can collect treasure, spend points at shrine to get boosts or resources, or rest at a camp to heal your crew. Don't expect NPCs giving you side quests or detailed stories though, that's not part of the game design. After you finish a full adventure, whether you win or lose, you're sent back to town. The town is where you can buy gear, recruit new team members, learn skills and more. The 2 most important parts here are the party management and the town hall. In the party management, you can check all the stats for your characters, and there are a lot of stats. You even get to see their moral alignment like lawful good or chaotic evil. You will see their classes, their gear, spells and current skill levels. The game is pretty rough in how it throws all this at you right away. You learn by doing. It's definitely a game for people who enjoy complex RPG system where every little number matters and energy is your real enemy. Then we have the town hall. This is where you spend resources you collected to build different buildings. I don't know how many buildings the full game will have, but in the demo there are few to start with, and more to unlock. Each one gives you different benefits. If you want to unlock more races or classes, you will need to build the right structures. An armory or jewelry shop, for example, can help you by offering stronger items. Naturally, the items available depending on the classes you've unlocked so far. Still, the heart of the game is the adventure mode. Besides fighting, you can search the maps for hidden secrets or resources. They are placed in random spots and sometimes they're pretty tricky to find. Honestly though, the world feels a bit static. You can't break crates or loot random stuff lying around, like potions or weapons that are clearly there but can't be interacted with. That's a bit of a bummer. Performance-wise, the game isn't very demanding. I had a few frame drops when a lot of happening on screen, but that's understandable. It's not a AAA game. I think that the Titan of the Past might find a niche audience, and especially people who miss old school RPGs with deep systems. If the devs add more content and improve how the world reacts to you, it could really shine. A bit more interactivity would go a long way in making the world feel alive. So if this sounds like your kind of game, check the description, I've dropped a link down worth discovering, there's for you. And as always, I will see you in the next video where I will show you another game.